We can start anytime, Bob.
Okay, I'd like to call this meeting of the Youth Council to order for June 8th, 2021 at 4:07 p.m. Can we do a roll call, please?
Yes. Bob Tucker?
Here.
Dennis Barnum? Ignacio Alegre? Cheryl Alexander?
Present.
Sandy Anino?
Present.
Alberto Cruz?
Present.
Anthony Sandoval? Dr. Anna? Dr. Anna Jimenez?
Present. Present.
Thank you. Jackie Russell Garcia?
Present.
Jorge Martinez, sorry.
Present.
Thank you. We have a quorum.
Great, thank you. The pledge of allegiance to the flag. Just find a flag in your area and we'll start. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great, okay. So we'll go to the consent calendar. Excused absences, there were no excused absences listed, correct, Bianca?
We have one person that wasn't able to attend, that's Anthony.
Oh, okay,
Anthony
great,
Sandoval.
thanks. Okay, great. That's the end of the consent calendar. Let's move on to the business calendar.
Bob, before we move on, I need to take roll call to take a motion and a second.
Oh, I'm sorry,
it.
right,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Is there a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented?
I'll make a motion. This is Sandy.
Okay,
Thank you.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you,
Thank
Jackie.
you. Any discussion? Not hearing any. All those in favor of approving the consent calendar, please say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Great. Thank you. Let's move on to the business calendar. We have the renewal of Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act agreements program for year 2021-22. And it's the recommended action for a one-year agreement with the following organizations upon satisfactory performance and availability of funds for program year 2021-22. That's the Orange County Children's Therapeutic Arts Center to provide occupational training, skills and training. Also for 20 youth at the amount of $160,000. There's the Orange County Conservation Corps to provide alternative secondary education that leads to a high school diploma and credential training in forklift operator, safe food handling, customer service, computer software, and other skills for 14 youth in the amount of $115,000. And then there's lastly, the charitable ventures of Orange County doing business as Project Kinship to provide training in customer service, forklift operator, guard card, silk screening, and other job preparation skills for 20 youth in the amount of $160,000. Do I hear a motion to approve items 2A, B, and C for those three providers? Is there a motion?
I approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Approve.
Is there a second?
I second Alberto Cruz.
Okay, great, thank you. Is there any discussion regarding this item 2A, B, and C of the business calendar?
I just have one question. They just renewed it for 1 year. Was that like what, due to COVID, or what was the rationale? Just renewing it for 1 year.
Sandy?
Yes, so just to give you guys a little background, we did procure the providers and did the rating sheet some time ago. So it was a 4-year procurement, which will be ending in 19. What year am I in? In 2023.
Okay.
That will be ending in 2023. So we do every year renew it based on how they did and how moving forward and our funding allocation. So that's why it's easier to just set a 1-year contract each year throughout the 4-year procurement.
Okay. Perfect. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, further questions, comments, or concerns from the members or staff? Okay, not hearing any. All those in favor of the renewals as mentioned, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Abstention.
Okay, one abstention. That's
Dr. Anna.
yeah. Okay, Dr. Anna. Great. Okay, motion passes.
No,
Yes.
it was two abstentions.
Yeah, I saw Jorge.
Yeah, Jorge.
Oh.
Okay.
He raised his hand also.
Okay. Okay, great. Thanks for noting the vote and the abstentions. The motion passes. Thank you. Okay, on to election of officers for the Santa Ana Youth Council for 2021-22 term. It's recommended action to elect a chairperson and vice chairperson of the Santa Ana Youth Council for the upcoming year. I will now open nominations for the office of chairperson.
If I may just comment on that,
Sure.
the chair and vice chair need to come from the Workforce Development Board membership also, which are Bob, Dennis, Ignacio. Who am I forgetting, Deborah?
It's just those three gentlemen.
So from those three, we need to pick our chair and vice chair. And I'll leave it up to the group to nominate.
I nominate Bob for chair.
Okay, thank you. I accept.
I would like to nominate Dennis for vice chair if he's willing to accept.
He hasn't responded to my text.
Well, since he's not here.
Are there further nominations from the floor for the two positions? Okay. Not hearing any other nominations and no competition for either position. Is there a vote to approve myself and as chair and vice chair as Dennis Barnum? Please say aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposition? Any abstentions? All okay. Motion passes. Thank you. I'm glad to serve again and appreciate your support. And I'm sure.
Do we know that Dennis will accept, or are we just making a?
He's currently the vice chair. I guess.
Okay.
I think it's a strong. I think he will.
All right.
Although if that changes for some reason, we'll definitely re-agendize that. So thank you. All right, great. Let's move on to program operator reports, the YSPN. Sandy?
Well, first of all, thank you. I wanted to just comment. Thank you, Bob and Dennis. I know he's not here, but I wanted to comment on the service that you guys have provided during this past year. And I welcome you to and excited to serve with you guys or to work with you guys this upcoming year. So thank you for that. Moving on to the YSPN, I know currently the providers have been working to provide the services for the youth during this time. I know the time has gotten a lot better. I am going to leave it to the providers to present on how they've done so far this year and moving forward. As you all know, our current year contract did get extended through December, and the providers are working diligently to make sure that the services that they're providing are accomplishing the outcomes that the youth need to become successful young adults. So we are excited about that. Currently, right now, I will be working on developing and finalizing the contracts moving forward with the approval of the upcoming year's allocation and the current contracts that we just approved or recommended. So that will move forward to the City Council for our July 5th, I believe, the July 5th City Council meeting for their final approval before getting finalized for this upcoming year program year. Other than that, I will turn it over to Orange County Children's Therapeutic Arts Center to present on their program year, how they've done so far, and how they're moving forward with the extension and this upcoming year.
Thank you, Sandy, and hello, everyone in the Youth Council. Again, my name is Arlene, and I'm the program coordinator for OC Children's Therapeutic Arts Center, OCTAC. So today, I kind of want to talk a little bit about what our program year 2020-2021 has been up to. Right now, we have participants gaining work experience and working towards their office clerk or child care worker certificate. We have about 10 participants this year who decided to follow the office clerk career path. Every year it kind of fluctuates a little bit. I know in previous years, we've had a larger group going towards childcare and child development and working like within the education setting. But this year we saw a really high increase in those interested in working in an office setting, either as an assistant, case manager, receptionist, so on and so forth. So more than half of our participants are in the office clerk certificate program through Santa Ana College. We have a few participants who are gaining work experience as case manager assistants, 2 who are still interested in childcare, and then 4 who are gaining experience in digital arts. Due to the pandemic and having to kind of shift to working from home, the digital arts class, every year we change the focus a little bit. And this year it's on content creation. So we figured that a lot of the participants have, their cell phone or a laptop at their school or their own personal laptop. And there's been a huge move through social media, Instagram, TikTok, those sorts of things. And so we wanted to provide an opportunity for participants to kind of learn how to create their own content, how to use free online programs that they can download and use at home using the settings within their cell phones or a tablet or their laptops in order to create their own content and edit videos or make short films. And it's been doing really, really great. The class also collaborates with other programs at OCTAC and assists with like filming some marketing materials for the center or creating short films for our dance department and music department. So a lot of them have really been enjoying these classes. I also want to talk a little bit about our workshops. So we've been conducting our weekly workshops for our participants where we cover different topics from resume building, cover letter writing, interview practice, life skills, job readiness, entrepreneur skills, the labor market information, professional communication. And this week we'll be starting our 3-part series on financial literacy. Recently, we partnered with Bank of America, and with them and through our collaboration, we'll be having a representative from the bank directly meet with our participants during our workshops to cover things from budgeting basics, managing money, credit versus debit cards. Oftentimes our participants are not too familiar with the difference between a credit card or a debit card and the impact that like a credit score has for future things such as, apartment hunting, car loans, car purchases, and so on. In addition to retirement, so that they're aware of the different types of retirement accounts that they can open on their own, the ones that they might be offered through employment, and how to make the decisions as to which type of account to pursue and open. So that's just a quick little summary about what OCTAC has been doing with these youth. And so we will continue with our participants all the way up until December, the end of December, continue to assist them in providing the paid work experience and job training at OCTAC, helping them with their educational goals, whether it be those who are graduating from high school, transitioning onto college, or those transitioning from community college onto a 4-year university, in addition to offering the workshops and other supportive services. So again, that's a little bit about what OCTAC is currently working on with our current participants. And we did bring 2 participants to talk a little bit about their personal experience in their individual training programs. So I'll have Desiree speak first, if she's okay with that.
Hello, my name is Desiree and I'm 18 years old. I'm currently attending Santa Ana College and I just finished I work with the wraparound program, and what they do is provide tutoring and after school art for at-risk youth. Through the youth employment program, I am currently gaining experience as an office assistant. Some of the things that I do for the wraparound program include inputting weekly case notes into the county's and ensuring that everything is submitted in a timely manner, as well as learning how to communicate as part of a team. My detail-oriented skills have improved since working with the wraparound program. Through the Youth Employment Program, I have also completed the following classes under the Office Clerk Certificate: Employability Skills class, Intro to Word, and Intro to Excel. I have struggled with anxiety, panic attack disorder, and depression, which has had a big impact on my life. My mental health disorders would keep me from leaving my home and interacting with people outside of my immediate family. My sophomore and junior year, I struggled with severe anxiety, which prevented me from attending school in person. During that time, I chose to transition down to attending classes 2 times a week for an hour. My senior year, I made it my goal to transition back into full-time school, but I was unable to. YEP has not only helped me get out of my shell and feel comfortable being around other people, but it has also helped me with my education by helping me get books as well as providing tutoring. My current goal is to transfer to a 4-year university and begin working on getting my bachelor's.
Thank you, Desiree. I know it was very difficult for her to agree to come out today and join us for this meeting and talk. As she mentioned, it was difficult, but she made it her goal, and here she is. She comes out to the center at least twice a week to assist the wraparound program, and she's doing an amazing job. So thank you, Desiree, for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And next, we have another youth. His name is Victor, and he's going to share a little bit about his story.
Okay. I'm a little nervous, so sorry if I say something wrong. At first, my name is Victor Saldana. I'm 16 years old, and I recently completed my sophomore year in high school. And I'm actually going to be a junior the next year. And I was born here in the United States, but I live all my life in Mexico. And I arrived here again in the 2020 during the pandemic. And I moved with my aunt because my parents don't have like papers and that thing. So the reason why I moved here again, it was to follow my dream because I want to be a criminal justice teacher. And I heard about this program, the job employment program, and because my aunt told me, and I decided to enroll because I think I thought I needed a little bit of guidance, and I also got interested in the work experience that they offer. And through this program, I was offering weekly tutoring, and the tutor helped me with my homework and building my English skills. So in addition to that, I'm working with the family mentoring program as a case manager assistant, where I help organizing some electronic files. I help researching for other sources for the clients. And I also call sometimes the clients to tell their some information about the services in NOCTAC. And aside of that, I got work experience in family mentoring program, and job employment program provide me monthly bus passes, and I also purchased a Chromebook for me because I need it for school. And one of my short-term goal is to learn to play the violin. And one of my long-term goals is to graduate from high school and go to Cal State Fullerton, where I plan to major in criminal justice.
Thank you, Victor. And that's all for Octec. Thank you.
I just wanted to say quickly, mention briefly that Desiree and Victor have been amazing. They're very humble, but these two young adults are amazing to the point that they're so involved in the programs, and the coordinators have told me that they have been involved so much assisting them that they would like to keep them. So when they are done with this, this program, we are potentially really seriously thinking about hiring them, because they have both gained some amazing case management skills, and they're doing a great job. And I just wanted to say that out. I typically wait and we have that discussion with them, but right now they have done such a great job during this difficult pandemic year, and yet they have really shined. They have been amazing, and it is something that I observed their level of responsibility, but also I have heard from the staff, and I wanted to commend them for being here. And even though it was a little scary for them to share their personal experiences, thank you for being here. Really, we really thank you for sharing yourselves with the rest of the council.
Yes, great, articulate personal experiences shared. This is amazing. So true. Thank you for that. Let's go on to Orange County Conservation Corps.
Hi, good afternoon. Well, pretty much what we've been doing here recently, we are in the process of, here in the back, we have currently working in our projects. We have 7 participants that are working on our projects, and we have 3 that have attained employment, and 1 that's working on a paid internship with a construction local union for 714. And we very happy that he's working with them, as his story is very, very powerful. Additionally, we also have individuals focusing on the secondary education will be enrolling this upcoming fall. Now that everything is back to normal, one thing that we did have a push with some of our individuals is that they didn't feel comfortable doing Zooming, but now it took them a while to get comfortable doing Zoom calls and meetings with us and workshops, and they got used to it, but they still felt uncomfortable. But now that everything's getting back to normal, they feel excited about going to courses, enrolling into school, into secondary education. Now they could attend in person. So that is very exciting for us, because that was something that we were advocating for them, working with them to kind of, guide them to do this, enroll. But now that everything is back to normal, becoming normal again, attending in person is huge. And I see the excitement and people wanting to enroll. So that's a plus. That's just great for us. Currently, we do have 2 individuals that has attained the certification in forklift, and we do have 4 more that are interested in that, as many of them notice now currently that employment employment is opening up in that field. So 2 already attained it, and 4 more in the process of attaining it soon. And also, we've been doing workshops, financial literacy, with Susan has got a great partnership with the Schools First Credit Union. And so we've been doing budgeting and credit, but now this upcoming month, we're going to be doing an in-depth with them. They're going to be facilitating workshops with creating financial goals, budgeting, keeping track of their money, and having the opportunity, which is very rare, having the opportunity for them to enroll into the Schools First Credit Union. They'll have that opportunity. And then also we'll be covering also credit, and then auto bind, and then a recap of everything. And it is a 6-week program. So it will be once a week, starting the 17th of this upcoming month and ending July 29th. So it's going to be it's going to be in depth. And then I'll have the opportunity of enrolling into the credit union, schools first. So it's a big one for us. It's the first time we're going to be able to do that. Currently, in addition to that, some of the fields that our individuals are interested, of course, it is construction, administrative, automotive, and culinary arts. And we have currently 4 enrolled in school, and one of them is near to completing their secondary education, while the other ones are still attending and still working to reach that goal. That's pretty much what we've been doing lately. There are big plans. Potentially soon partnering up, because they was brought up with Santiago Canyon and providing Susan would have been more elaborate because that's what she's been doing. That's why she's not here. Potential collaboration with Santiago Canyon Community College District for water. What is that called? Water distribution certification. So she's really closely working with the dean for them to be part of our curriculum as well, so they can provide another direct certification where our participants will be able to attend those courses, those college accredited courses directly here at our school facility. So pretty much the professors are going to be coming over to our school to provide that once a week. So that's something they're working, that's on the works. So hopefully we could get that going pretty soon in the next month, 2 months or 3 months. That's pretty much what we have, what I have to provide as an update. I do have an individual here. His name is Tayo Nosaka, and he's going to talk about a little bit about his journey and being part of our program.
Yeah. How y'all doing?
It'd be easier as I can see you.
All right. My name is Tayo Nosaka. I don't know if they can see me.
You can get closer to the screen.
My name is Tayo Nosaka. I'm born and raised in Hawaii. Just pretty much moved out to Cali, I would say about 2 years ago. I'm trying to pursue music for my career. I have passion for music. And that was the whole reason why I moved out to California. But my first years here, I ran into some situations where it led me to the streets. And so I had like $0 to my name. I had nothing. And so I resorted to Salvation Army. So I had a bump there, and they helped me. I had my own little case manager over there as well. But I was helping out in the kitchen with the chef, because I was like the youngest one in there, and everybody else is like 30 years old. So I was just hanging around in the kitchen helping out with the chef. And so he be inviting, other people in the Salvation Armies to come help out in the kitchen. And there was a kid that was around my age, and his name is Josue. He's actually an employer over here right now. And we're good buddies right now. And he introduced me to old CCC. And I was willing to, see how it goes. So I filed the application and took a trip down to Fullerton. And yeah, I met Darren. And so he's my case manager. He showed me a lot of help. Not only him, but the whole staff at OCCC, they help tremendously for all the core members. They provide us with all type of workshops, from like financial to credit to forklift license to a lot of things, which you can utilize in your near future. So, yeah.
You want to talk about the school?
Oh yeah. So right now I'm just trying to get into LA Film School to pursue music. I'm trying to get into audio production. so I can get into studios and network with more people that's in my field of works. So that'll help me with my tuition and, you know, just getting my first whip from point A to point B, things of that nature. I think I'm good.
Thank you, Tayo. Any questions? Thank you.
Just a quick comment. You mentioned water distribution certificate. I can't think of a more timely skill to develop as we begin to probably come into one of California's worst droughts ever. So a very timely skill to acquire. So thank you for your good works.
Thank you. And we're just very excited about that opportunity. We're still in talks, but it's flourishing. And that's why Susan, like I said, is out, not here. She has that task right now, communicating with the dean. And also I think Public Works is another certification that was brought up. So those two are huge, especially in, like you said, in Southern California with infrastructure coming in. There might be a potential huge, from the federal coming in, a huge bill coming in. So it's just looking very positive where these individuals can flourish in those careers. So we're excited.
Thank you. I visited your site some time ago and I've seen the good works you do. So again, thank you. Other comments or questions for Conservation Corps? Okay, we'll go on to is Project Kinship here.
I don't think I see them on here, Bob.
Okay.
I did send an email to them, and I think in the transition, maybe they might have missed the invite. Okay.
No worries. We'll have a chance to hear from them in the near future. Let's go on to staff member comments. Sandy, Deborah.
Yes, I wanted to touch a little bit just to give you guys a report on how the Stay Employment Program is doing. As you know, we launched and I had reported at our last meeting, we were going out to the community and making sure, not going out to the community, but had marketed to the community. So it is up and running. Our platform is up and running. We do have about 540 youth that have applied for an account to start the application process. As you know, Santa Ana Unified School District just let out their school and they are no longer in session as of June 3rd. So the applications, the completed applications are starting to come in, but wanted to let all of you know we still have availability and space for any of your youth, any of your agencies that you may be in contact with or network. So if you have any youth 16 to 21 that are interested in summer paid work experience, which is similar to what our providers do, we are touching on that younger youth, 16 to 21 years of age, and want to prioritize our younger youth, 16 and 17-year-olds. So please refer them to us, have them, they're more than welcome to come into our office. They can apply online here. We provide them with the resources. They just need to make sure to bring their right to work documentation, social security card, ID, birth certificate, and income verification, and we can help them out here in the office, or they can apply on the platform directly. That was it for me.
Okay. Other staff member comments?
No comments for me at this time.
Okay, great. Let's go on to council member comments. Council member comments.
Or our committee member comments.
Yeah, committee member comments. Yeah, that's even better.
I think we're all looking for a council member on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob, did you want to touch on?
Yeah, I can touch base on a couple of things. First, I want to, we've all been through quite a bit in the last year, and as a community and a workforce development board, we've come together and done the best we can to support our youth and our workforce in Santa Ana and Orange County. So as things begin to reopen, and hopefully they stay open, I just want to thank everybody for your patience, struggle, and tenacity and endurance of all this. I did want to touch base briefly on what the current living wage is in California. Currently, according to the MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, for one adult with 0 children, a living wage begins in California at $18.66 an hour. For 2 children, that's $40.83 an hour. A poverty wage in California is $6.13 an hour, or $12.80 for with 2 adults, 1 working. The minimum wage currently in California is $12, regardless of how many adults in the family. So we have a long way to go. I mean, when we see California is an expensive place to live, and thankfully we have some resources and support through the work center and staff. Thank you very much, staff, for all you do to help. And it really, you know, like the old expression, it takes a village to help everyone rise up, considering the cost here. So we can do better. We need to push our elected officials to do better by us. And in the meantime, let's keep helping each other as best we can. Are there other comments from the committee?
I wanted to make one last. Oh, go ahead.
This is just for the 3 participants that even though you know, people don't see it or they don't thank them enough, there's always a lot of people looking at you guys, and you know, they may not see you all the time, but there's always somebody looking, and so far you guys are doing a good job. And I know it's in 3 different steps that you guys are in. You know, just keep going, and you know, you always have choices, and you guys are taking care of the right choices right now, and that's pretty good. It's a good head start, and a lot of people are with you. You know, they might not be next to you, might not be in front of you all the time, but they're supporting you. You just got to find those resources and keep moving on. Everything and anything is possible. We just don't see it sometimes because we're blinded by other things, but you guys are doing a good job. And you know, the programs, and there's a lot of other programs out there that will help you out. You just got to find those resources and not give up.
To echo to some of the things that Jorge said, I did want to thank, I know the youth that came out to speak, and I know Arlene had mentioned it is very difficult to speak in front of a group of people, especially people you don't know. So I do want to thank them all for being courageous and sharing their story and providing us the information that has helped them, because it does help programs like ours become better and make sure that we're doing the right thing to serve our community. So thank you very much for sharing your story and for providing that information. And I also wanted to thank all of you. I know this is a special meeting. We normally meet on Thursday. So thank you for setting the time aside to have this special meeting so that we're able to conduct the business that we did today, to continue to provide the services that we do for the community. So just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you. Are there any further comments from staff or committee members?
I'd like to mention quickly that our organization is working with a collaborative that is providing 2 important services for anyone, whether they live in Santa Ana or in Orange County or LA. We are doing some additional vaccinations. So if you know of anyone that has not had a chance to get back, you know, the vaccine, we can easily get an appointment for both, you know, vaccines or just one through Johnson & Johnson. So we can set that up quickly because we have a grant to work with some clinics that we're doing that. And then also we're providing crisis counseling for families or individuals affected by the pandemic. And again, just send me an email, send Arlene an email, let us know so we can support any individual here in California that needs assistance with crisis counseling. Now through Zoom, there's you can support so many people, but in person also, because we are opening all our programs in person little by little. So we will be providing a lot of services in person starting this month, now that things are better. But again, I repeat, if you know of anyone 12 years and up that would like to get the vaccine, let us know so we can support that person or that family, okay?
Excellent information, thank you. Other comments or from staff or committee members before we adjourn?
I have one more, Bob.
Sure, absolutely, please.
You know, this is for the participants. I know for Schools First and Bank of America that they're gonna come and do the financial literacy. You know, if you're not certain about what to do with your money, just research. Do more research and figure out questions and, you know, get their information, personal information, and contact them. And, you know, you might not ask the same question, or you might not ask the question right there, but, you know, at your own time, whenever they do feel comfortable, they can always ask them, you know, in their own environment. And then the other thing would be, you know, not to chase the money, but let the money flow come to you. You know, so just have that mentality. Just, you know, do your research. Pretty much, just do the research and you know, figure things out. And if you need more explanation, then get their information and go from there. Ask around.
Yes, truly a lot of great support out there. There are a lot of people that got your back, folks. So any further comments from staff or committee members?
If I can
Yes.
add quickly, the Santa Ana Work Center resource room, the public computers and whatnot, is going to be fully available 8 to 9 hours a day, beginning on Thursday. Our SARE, Jobs for Progress senior workers are now coming back to work. And so we have a greater staff capacity, as well as the county going into the yellow tiers and whatnot. So we are fully open. And in the afternoon, Sandy has staff working directly with youths who want to enroll in the SAVE program. If anyone has computer problems or they can't, you know, do it or use their phones, staff will be here to meet with them one-on-one and assist them. So we're pretty much fully accessible now.
Yay. And Sandy, you mentioned the summer youth program is still accepting applications, correct?
Yes, it is first come, first serve. Those that complete their application first get into the program based on eligibility, but we still have quite a few positions available, and we're looking to potentially even go past August. So if you have any youth that are interested, 16 to 21, send them our way.
Okay, and is the website sayouthjobs.com?
Yes.
Okay, so folks make note of that. It's sayouthjobs, all one word, .com.
Thank you,
Great.
Bob.
Yeah, any other questions or comments or from staff or committee members? Okay, great. Thank you all for being here. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Our next meeting will be August 12th, 4 o'clock. Will we be meeting in person or Zoom, or what do you think, Sandy?
So far I haven't heard about in person. I will talk to Deborah to see what the protocol is for the city, and then we'll proceed accordingly.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Do I hear a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor of adjourning the meeting, please say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you perhaps in person next time. Thank you again. Take care.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.